Hey guys, I'm P-Freak, welcome back to Pokemon Heart Gold. Last time, we continued fighting Team Rocket in the Goldenrod Underground, trying to find the director. We found the director, and then we made it back over to the Goldenrod Radio Tower in order to fight all the admins that were there, including the last one, which ended up, once we defeated him, he said that he was going to disband Team Rocket again. Who knows, maybe it'll just pop up in 3 years or something, I don't know. And then we also went over to Baoba's Safari Zone again to take the second test and finally become the Safari Zone owner. And despite that fact, we still have to pay the entrance fee. Awesome. In this part, I actually want to come over here to Mr. Pokemon's house real quickly. Because after we defeat the Red Gyarados, we can come talk to him. That red scale. What's that? A Red Gyarados? That's rare. I want it. P-Freak, would you care to trade it? I can offer this EXP share I got from Professor Oak. We want to say yes to that, and we get the EXP share. The EXP share basically is a held item you can give to your Pokemon, so whenever you go into a battle, and they don't have to participate in the battle in order to get experience. Basically, it splits the experience evenly, and there's some, it's not always perfect, depending on how many Pokemon actually fight. Basically, it's a way for you to train up lower-level Pokemon without having to do what's called switch trading, or just having them battle in general. Anyways, now that that's taken care of, though, you'll see why everything's like this once we get over to the next location, which is Blackthorn City, which is east of Mahogany Town. So we're going to fly over to Mahogany Town, and now that Team Rocket's taken care of, we are no longer blocked by this guy, and we can head right here onto Route 44 without any issue. You can basically go through this entire route without actually running into any trainers if you're stealthy enough. Honestly, that trainer right there is the biggest issue. He's a spinner, so watch out for that. As for the rest of the route, you can just bicycle across if you're very careful, and not fight a single trainer, and make it to the next dungeon, which is the Ice Path. The Ice Path is a fun little dungeon. It's actually probably one of the bigger dungeons in this entire game. And also ice physics. You get to slide around a whole bunch on frozen ponds or something. But anyways, the main reason why I'm excited to go through here is not because of Golbat. This is the third time I've actually tried to record this episode. First time, the game crashed after about an hour into it, which was fun. And then the other time, my equipment started disconnecting for no reason, and Audacity stopped recording, so that's fun too. Anyways, these are ice puzzles. You basically have to slide around trying to find your way over to the next little patch of non-icy ground. These were also featured in Price's Gym, so you got a bit of experience from that. See that item over there? It was me who dropped it, but I cannot get over there to pick it up. Why? Walking on ice makes your feet freeze. My shoes are so worn, the soles are gone. Then why are you in the cave to begin with? Wouldn't you get frozen foot to begin with? I don't understand this guy's logic. Anyways, we have to try to make our way over to the item. The way you're supposed to is basically go this way, and boom. Also, wouldn't it be incredibly dangerous to ride a bicycle on this thing, on the ice? Anyways, that gives us HM07 Waterfall, which is actually one of the more useful HMs in terms of actually being viable and competitive, because it's actually what most physical attacking water types use, besides Aqua Tail. They hadn't even picked up over there. It was an HM, wasn't it? I'm the one who dropped it, but I want you to keep it. You took the time to get it, right? It contains a waterfall. Have fun climbing waterfalls. Me? I still need a new pair of shoes before I can enjoy waterfalls. That you do, buddy. That you do. And will this be it? No, it will not. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna go try to find the Pokemon I am looking for. Here we go, finally. This is Swinub. Swinub is a physical attacking ice ground type and is going to be the 6th member of our team. I told you we were going to get another physical attacker. Why did it take forever to catch this one? And the other 2 times I tried recording this episode, it was so easy to find a Swinub, but here it's just whatever. We got our little Swinub. Yay. Now we just gotta level this thing up. That's why I got the XP share, because I was gonna use that to level this up a bit. It rubs its snout on the ground to find and dig up food. It sometimes discovers hot springs. A little ironic for an ice type, don't you think? So, what are we gonna name the Swinub? Well, originally I had a female Swinub and I named it Mama because it evolves into a mammoth, and so mammoth, mama, mama, that sort of thing. But I figured out a better name after the first time failed. I'm going to name it Bristle. Bristle is the name of the boar that the character Sejuani rides in League of Legends. So I figured that was a really good name. Let's see what nature is. Timid. That's a horrible nature for this one. If it was a special attacker, that'd be an amazing nature, but this is a horrible nature. That is by far the worst nature I've gotten of any Swinub. My goodness. Okay, well, give me a second. I'm gonna go look for another Swinub with an actually good nature. Alright, so I went out and caught myself a whole bunch of different Swinub to all compare them to see what natures we'll get. So for the first one that I caught literally after we caught the first bristle, it gave me a jolly nature, which was the complete opposite of a timid nature, where it lowers my special attack and raises my speed. That's not bad, but the thing is that Swinubs and its fully evolved form, they're not exactly the fastest. They're decent, they're just not the fastest, and I really don't think that'd work out that great. So I continued catching Pokemon. I got that one, which was just kind of a kick in the teeth. I got 2 hardy nature ones, but then I got a naughty nature one, which raises physical attack and lowers special defense. And I think I'll go with this one. Special defense is not the best stat to have been lowered, considering that 2 of its notable weaknesses are fire and water, and those are usually special attacks. But also this Pokemon's level 23 compared to the rest of them being level 21, so I'm gonna go with this Swinub. And let me get the rest of my team in here again. So, boop, boop. I'm not usually this picky about my natures, at least not in a playthrough like this, but that was just a really bad nature to get on the first go, so I was just like, let's try to get something decent. And we did manage to get something decent. Anyways, I'll see you guys back over at the Ice Path. Okay, now that we're back here on the Ice Path and we finally have our last party member, let's continue on through the story. Now, you might be wondering, why do I have Mistress in the PC and I have my Golduck with me? Well, it's because of this. We have strength puzzles. Strength puzzles are basically where you gotta use strength to move these boulders around in order to make them fall into the right holes. So, that's why I have our Golduck with us. Plus, Mistress and Golduck kind of share similar HMs, meaning that the Golduck also has Surf, so I don't necessarily need Mistress right now. Plus, there are no trainers inside the Ice Path, so we can get through this without having to worry about being over-leveled or anything like that. So I think we want to push this thing all the way over here. Your main goal with strength puzzles is try not to push the rock into an area where you cannot push it, and it's kind of stuck there. So push that down the hole. I've also taken the liberty of giving Bristle the EXP share. I believe we gotta push this one over here. So whenever we do get into a fight, Bristle will get a portion of the EXP until I can go and actually brand it up properly. Which we'll do so a little bit after we hit Blackthorn City, so it'll be ready for the last gym battle, because the last gym battle is actually weak to ice types, which is kind of why I wanted to get Bristle when I did. I guess it's kind of fitting that they gave us an ice dungeon to go through with a couple ice types. If you don't want Swinub on your team, which I don't understand why you wouldn't, or like if you want a different ice type, I believe you can also probably find Sneasel somewhere. Although I just don't know if Sneasel's evolution is available in this game. Sneasel did get a new evolution in... Give me a second, let me see. Is this right? No, I want to push it this way, I believe. Sneasel did get a new evolution in Diamond and Pearl to make it a bit more useful, because that was the problem with a lot of Generation 2 Pokemon, is that a lot of them were fully evolved, but incredibly weak, so Generation 4 went and fixed that, including Swinub itself. Swinub now has a new, or at least its evolution has a new evolution to make it a lot more useful, and we are actually going to be able to see that evolution pretty quickly. It's not going to be a Swinub for very long. At least not when I'm done with it. So, now that all those boulders are pushed down, we can finally make it through this next puzzle. First off, I want to go over here and pick up this item. It's a max potion. Nice. Those will always be useful. Now, let's see. How did I do this again? That's not the way. Nope. Yeah, it's much trial and error. Unless you, like, play this game a whole bunch, you probably aren't going to figure it out immediately. I have not played this game a whole bunch. I haven't played... This is the first time I've played it in a good long while, so... I'm trying to figure it out. That's not the way we're supposed to go. Nope. I swear there was an easier path to this. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I know what it is. Now I remember. Boom. 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 There we go. Technically, the rock that's to the left of me doesn't need to even be pushed down. That's just so you can get the item. Anyways, got a full heal, and we don't really need to worry about not having a Rock Smash here to get that item, because we can just take the long way around, and we have plenty of repels. Now granted, we're almost broke again, but still. And we get the Never Melt Ice, which is a really nice item. It's like the Miracle Seed, the Charcoal, and the Mystic Water, where it raises ice-type attacks by a percentage. And let's see, there's a ladder over here, but I think there's actually something we want to get before we go up the ladder. First of all, we want to put on another repel. Not give it, no. I want to use it. Thank you. Alright. And over here, we have an item, yes. I believe I remember what this one is. It is TM72 Avalanche. Avalanche is a physical Ice-type move where if the Pokemon that uses it gets damaged the same turn that's going to use the move, the base power actually doubles. This would be a good item to give to Swinub, however, I learned painfully in one of my failed recordings that Swinub cannot learn it, so much for that. Over here, we can get another item using Strength. So if we just push this boulder down once... Yeah, the whole Strength animation. Thankfully, you don't have to do that for every boulder, but still, it's just like, come on. And this item is an Iron. That raises the EVs, the defense EVs of Pokemon. I might give that over to Bristle. Because while Bristle's not going to be a tank, he's going to be tanky. And a protein, I'm definitely giving that to Bristle so we can get some of those EVs up and running. And hello again, it's you. How have you been? Me oh my, is that you, P-Freak? Fancy meeting you here. Tell you the truth, my sandals are frozen on the ice, and I am stuck here. In other words, my flip-flops are quick frozen with the ground. Well, it's no laughing matter. Would you push my back? Nah, you can get out of this yourself. Don't be so cruel. You will push my back, won't you? Fine. Figured it'd be more cruel to actually push you, though. You really are kind. What if you tripped while you slid over there? Thank you so much. Whatever. Let's get the item down there, shall we? How are we going to do that, though? I was trying to remember these puzzles. Because I literally just did them, yes, but at the same time, trying to remember them properly is not my strong suit. PP up, that'll be good for when we get some actual attacks we plan on keeping. Some of our Pokemon are actually pretty close to learning some permanent moves. They're specifically, Ra is about to learn a move that we're going to keep for quite a while. It's actually not a permanent move now that I think about it. Wow, you came through the ice path? You must be a real hotshot trainer. And finally, we are in Blackthorn City. Now, Blackthorn City has a few interesting things. First of all, Cameron's here, apparently. Let's take a photograph here, why not? It'll be the first photograph that Bristle finds himself in. And Bristle gets shrouded behind Ra's tail. At least Ra's tail is rather thin, so it's not too bad. Alright, we do have the PC and the shop literally next to each other, which is pretty nice, but over here is more of a thing of interest. Move Deleter and Move Tutor House. So in here, we have two different people here. We have the Move Deleter, who will delete any move you want, including HM moves. This is the only way for you to get rid of HM moves on a Pokemon that if you don't want their HMs on them. And over here, we have, I'm the Pokemon Move Maniac. I know every move that Pokemon learned while they're leveling up, and I can make a Pokemon remember those moves. I can make a Pokemon of yours remember a move if you like, but it'll cost you. I'll make a Pokemon remember a move if you trade me a Heart Scale. There are Heart Scales you can find randomly around the place, and you can also get Heart Scales through Rock Smash Rocks. My recommendation is the Swinub City Rock Smash Rocks, because you can easily reset them by just going into the cave that's west of the city. But I also checked all my other Pokemon, and they don't really learn anything through reminding, or any moves that they wouldn't learn otherwise. However, we are going to use this guy pretty soon for Bristle, because Bristle has a unique evolution method, at least for its second evolution. It will only evolve if it's leveled up while knowing Ancient Power, and unfortunately, the only way for you to get a Swinub with Ancient Power is either through relearning the move when it evolves, or through passing it down through breeding. It's weird. I literally just learned that second fact actually just today, because a famous YouTuber, a Poke YouTuber, released a video about that sort of thing. You seem of interest. What are you talking about? Deep inside, far off Indigo Plateau is the Pokemon League. I hear the best trainers gather there from around the country. Maybe we'll go there afterwards. But in addition to that, Blackthorn City also houses a gym. It's just up north here on this, I guess this is supposed to be a hill or something? We'll go into that gym eventually. I'll probably stop by there and fight all the trainers first beforehand off screen. But what I mostly want to do now is actually go down here. Welcome to Route 45. This is the route literally north of New Town. And we could have actually gone here technically earlier. There's a portion that we can actually go through. Or actually, it leads to a route that we can actually go through a portion of pretty early on in the game. Literally, it's that little gate up north of just the first route here. But this is a really confusing route, because there are 2 pathways you can typically take. Okay, technically 3, because we also have another entrance to the Dark Cave over here. But anyways, so you can take a path down here through the grass, or a path here through the ledges. One of these paths typically has a bunch of trainers, the other one typically has items. I'm going to go down through here and avoid most of, if not all, the trainers. And try to show you guys what items we can find down here. So going through this path, we have an elixir that restores some PP, that might be useful. I have been growing some lepet berries, so we'll be mostly using those. I do have a map to the right of me right now, which will show me at least most of what the paths I'm supposed to take is. Right over here we have a max potion that fully restores all our health. Let's see if we can avoid you. I believe you are, yeah, you are a spinner. So if I can just, yeah. Cameron will apparently appear here occasionally, so that's good to note. We go down this way. Yes, item. It is a full heal. Nice. Could always use more of those. And just hold on a second, I'm moving my map right now so I can get a better look at where I'm supposed to go. Alright, so you can't go over there, but you can go down here, which gives us a nugget. I will happily take one of those. Alright, and moving further down, I believe there's another item we can actually get over there, but there's one right here as well. A revive. So yeah, basically it's just trying to figure out which paths you can take, which paths you can't. There are a bunch of trainers around here as well, which again, I'll be taking care of off screen. There's some hikers over here, so let's go down this path this time. And we have an apricorn tree. Nice. I'll skip out on that for now. I have been talking to Kurt to get a bunch of Pokeballs as well. Then over here, we have Route 46. There are a couple apricorns that we can also get right there, another entrance to Dark Cave, and hopping off down here. This portion you can actually access earlier in the game. Unfortunately, it looks like at least one of these guys is required, so... Oh no, they're both spinners. This is going to be challenging. Trying to get past both of you at the same time. Hey, did it. And next speed, I'll just sell that. Like I said, I don't use battle items. Of course I'd run into you. Give me a sec. Oh, shush. I don't want your number. Oh, I'm sad. If you don't want a battle, come see Aaron. That's me. Yeah, shut up. Alright, so it leads down to this path down here, which, once again, as you'll see by the levels of these Pokemon, yeah, this was a route you were able to access literally at the beginning of the game. So, but now that we have the pathway open, we can literally just fly back over to Blackthorn anytime we want. But with that all said and done, I think it's finally time for me to go and try to level up our Bristle a bit, just before the next gym. So I'll see you guys then. Meanwhile, while we were training, Reptar finally grew to level 36, and with that, Reptar's finally evolving. Into the fan-favorite Typhlosion. Typhlosion, I've never really played with it much, to be honest. I've never really played with the Cynical line, to be honest, but it's about time that our starter is finally fully evolved. Reptar is steadily observing the flow of the river. Yes, you are, bud. Yes, you are. Alright, thanks to some planning ahead this time, the training for Bristle this time around was not as painful as it originally was. However, you might notice that he was only level 30 instead of actually up to par with the rest of my team. Well, we also have these 4 rare candies here. Bristle evolves at level 33, and then we need to get another level after it evolves once it's learned the move Ancient Power. That is how it evolves into its final form, by learning Ancient Power and then leveling up. Takedown, no. We're fine with that for now. Without that for now. I don't think I'm gonna actually... I might... We'll see whether or not I actually do keep Ancient Power, but at level 33, Bristle is finally evolving. Now once again, this was actually the fully evolved form of Swinub in the original Gen 2 games. And just like that, Bristle has already evolved into a Piloswine. And it wants to learn the move Fury Attack. We already got rid of that before. I never even used Fury Attack. Again, I think it's fine early game, but late game, there are better normal type moves out there. But now we go into the Move Reminders house. We use one of our heart scales. And we teach Bristle Ancient Power. Yes, we're going to delete a move. That's kind of weird that it's learning Ancient Power and it's a physical attacker, but you know, I'm not the one who makes Pokemon games around here, so I guess whatever. Yeah, let's get rid of Mudslap. I'm actually going to give Bristle Dig. We have a Dig TM that will actually be really useful on it. It's a physical ground-type move that I could use before it gets a better one when it levels up. But before that happens, we are going to give it another rare candy. And just like that, Bristle is already being fully evolved in just one episode. Kind of reminds me of in the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime how Dawn Swinub barely spent any episodes as a Piloswine. I thought that was really weird, but then I learned the reason why. And with that, Bristle has evolved into a Mamoswine. Hello, Mamoswine. Mamoswine, once again, was an evolution that was given in the 4th generation, and trust me, it was desperately needed. However, we're not done with the move reminder here. Real quickly, there's one more move I want to actually learn. Or do I? Yeah, I'm going to learn it. There's a move here that you can't learn normally except through move reminding, and that is Ice Fang. Ice Fang is a physical Ice-type move, which there aren't actually a lot of good physical Ice-type moves, unfortunately, so I'm going to replace Icy Wind with this. It's basically going to be our best physical Ice-type move for a while, unless I decide later on that I want to replace it with Avalanche. It depends on how slow Mamoswine really is. If Mamoswine ends up being super slow, then yeah, I think Avalanche is going to be better, since it literally doubles the base power to 120. And where is it? There it is. We are going to use Dig and replace Mud Bomb with that. And with that, we finally have our Pokemon ready to fight the next gym. I know Bristle's still a little underleveled compared to the rest of the team, but I think he'll be fine. However, I know what strategy I'm going to go in with, so I'm going to first start off with Mistress, set down a couple Toxic Spikes, you know, typical ordeal, and then I'll send out Bristle. Alright, let's make our way up towards the gym, and it's finally time for our final gym battle. Yo, champ of the making. The gym has unstable footing. Keep your Pokemon in their Pokeballs. Now, Claire uses a mythical and sacred Dragon-type Pokemon. Can't damage them very easily. But you know, they're supposed to be weak against Ice-type moves. They're also weak against themselves. They're one of the couple types that actually are weak against themselves. I think the other one is Ghost. I think these are the only two examples. But yeah, if you happen to have yourself a Dragon-type at this point, which I can't really think of a location where you would get another Dragon-type, but if you happen to have one, then you can use that as well. But for the most part, you're going to be relying on Ice-type stuff. I believe Feraligatr also learns Ice Fang, so you can get it from that, or you can get one of the Ice types from the Ice Path. Now, once again, I already fought all these trainers during the little training segment, so we can easily make it through here. I should probably explain the puzzle. Basically, you have to press on all these different switches here, try to navigate all the lava. This is a horribly dangerous place. And try to make your way up to Claire, using these weird pathways. But just like that, boom, figure things out. Honestly, Pokemon is just a huge puzzle game, to be honest. I am Claire, the world's best Dragon-type master. I go with my own against even the Pokemon's League is Elite Four. Do you still want to take me on? Fine, let's do this. As gym leader, I will use my full power against any opponent. If you can handle yourself against the Elite Four, then why are you still just a gym leader? Alright, and we're finally against our final gym battle. She starts off with a Gyarados. Okay. That's a little interesting. Now, unfortunately, there just isn't a large collection of Dragon-type Pokemon, so why do we have two Dragon-type Masters? First we have Lance, now we have Claire. Whatever. Normally you don't want to actually bring an Electric type with you, but I guess for Gyarados it's a good idea to have an Electric type with you. But I am going to do what I typically do and just sit down the Toxic Spikes. Dragon Rage is always going to do 40 HP, which is fine. It's a 3-hit KO, but I'm not too worried. Fun little fact, actually, since we have Gyarados here. Gyarados was supposed to actually be a Dragon-type in the first generation. However, that would have meant that its only weakness, being a water dragon type, would have only been to itself, Dragon. The problem with that is that there was only one damaging dragon type move, and that was Dragon Rage, as you keep on seeing. And the problem with Dragon Rage is that it has a fixed damage of 40 HP, so it would literally have no weakness whatsoever. And yeah, I'm just gonna sack Mistress here. Probably a bad idea, but for the best. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's send out Reaper. Don't worry, Bristle will get his time to shine eventually. We're gonna Thunderbolt this thing, and it's faster, shocker. Hopefully it doesn't flinch. Oh, it does get paralyzed though, that's pretty good. And of course Reaper flinches, but with the paralysis, it's not that big of a deal. They should hopefully KO it. Gyarados are not exactly known to be super tanky. They're known to be strong physical attackers. Alright. Oh yeah, I still have the EXP share on Bristle. Oh well. Next up is Dragonair. Alright, it's gonna get poisoned, badly poisoned. That. I should have probably given Bristle Never Melt Ice instead, but a little too late for that, so let's just send out Bristle. And Thunder Wave, haha, does not affect me. Okay, let's see how strong this Ice Fang is. Oh, crap. Aquatail, that's gonna suck. Ooh, that does quite a bit. Clearly that special defense drop actually is quite painful. Alright, maybe I will go for Avalanche then. If Bristle's quite that slow. That's a little concerning, to be honest. Next up is Kingdra. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to actually keep Bristle out against this one. So Kingdra is basically what Gyarados could have been. It is a water dragon type and only has weakness to dragon. So... let's see if Raw can do anything. Raw unfortunately does not get a... It's still stuck with Confusion. When it levels up one more, then it'll actually... Ooh, okay. Hydro pumping us, nice. Maybe I'll revive Mistress or something. When it gets another level, it'll actually get a better Psychic-type move than Confusion. Alright, this will be a little rocky, so let's just hit Shadow Ball, hope for a special defense drop, then maybe I can send out another one of my special attackers. No. Well, good thing we have the badly poisoned, so at worst we could just stall a whole bunch. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. Just a tiny bit of stall. I know everyone hates stall, but my idea here is that I'm gonna send out Kenya, and I'm going to use Fly. Oh, unless this Hydro Pump KOs us. I had no idea it was actually faster than Kenya. Oh dear. Okay, well, so much for that plan. Rip. Alright. And it has a berry. Of course it has a berry. Alright, this is a little rough. If it comes down to it, I will revive Mistress so that she can tank a few hits. Okay, Hydro Pump actually missed for once, thank goodness. Get that Thunderbolt down. Hopefully... Oh, the poison's gonna bring it down to where Claire will revive it. Or heal it up, so... Let's use a Cotton Spore on it. Okay, it's just a Hyper Potion, it's not a full restore, that's good. So the poison damage is still stacking up. The Cotton Spore is to lower its speed drastically, so that'll make things a bit easier. For Reaper to hopefully get off another shot before it goes down. Okay, good. Reaper managed to get off a Thunderbolt. Maybe a Hydro Pump miss, or maybe it'll just die to the poison here. Nope, can't be lucky in either avenue. The poison might actually KO it. Oh, damn! Reaper actually survived. I fully expected Reaper to get KO'd there. But hey, the poison actually did manage to finish it off. Nice. Good job, Reaper. And finally, her last Pokemon is Dragonair. Technically, Kingdra is our ace, but we have a habit of trainers just sending out their aces early. One Pokemon left? This is where the real battle begins. Yeah, you've actually been quite difficult, I'll be honest with you. Let's see if I can get off... Okay. I was hoping to get off the Cotton Spore, so maybe... Just maybe... the Dragonair wouldn't be faster than Bristle. Okay, Bristle, it's your time to shine. I'm gonna use a Moo Moo Milk on Bristle real quickly, just to see if he can tank Aquatail, if this one has Aquatail as well. Hopefully it doesn't, but I have a feeling it does. Alright, let's see what happens. Or maybe he has Flamethrower. Oh, no, it's using Dragon Pulse. Okay. Bristle should be able to handle that. Oh wait, that's right, we have lowered special defense, so maybe not. Well. Alright, let's see. X-Fang. Okay, it does have Fire Blast, but thankfully that missed. Thank goodness. Alright. Now, of course, I could also have used Ice Shard. It's a priority move, but hey, that did the job, so I'm not complaining. And just like that, we defeated Claire. I lost? I don't believe it. There must be some mistake. No, you lost. Don't pull a Whitney. Do not fucking pull a Whitney. I won't concede this. I might have lost, but you're still not ready for the Pokemon League. I know, you should take the Dragon Master Challenge. Behind this gym is a place called the Dragon's Den. There's a small shrine at its heart. Go there. If you can prove that you've lost your lazy ideals, I'll admit that you're a trainer worthy of a gym badge. You're pulling a fucking Whitney, aren't you? What is with Johto trainers and not just giving us the gym badges after we defeat them fair and square? Alright, I'm gonna go heal and then we'll go take care of that, whatever the hell she's talking about. Okay, now that the party's all healed up, I should quickly use the Super Repel. Let's head over to this Dragon Den or whatever Claire's whining about this time. I also decided, yeah, I'm gonna have Avalanche on Bristle for now. Because I have a feeling the only Pokemon that's faster than our team is Reaper, which is kind of sad. Oh, this is some good music, jeez. What's with Johto and having surprisingly good songs? You're a required trainer, aren't you? So yeah, I have Avalanche on Bristle now instead. I figured that if Bristle's going to be slower than most other Pokemon, we might as well take advantage of the fact that Avalanche does increase damage. Another Dragonair. Okay, let's hope that this one doesn't have Fire Blast or Water, whatever. As Surf. Kind of regret getting a nature that has a lowered special defense now. But hey, Bristle survived. But now Avalanche has a base power of 120 instead of just 60. And it's also a tiny bit more accurate than Ice Fang, so there we go. If Bristle can survive an attack, then yeah, Dragon types don't really stand much of a chance. Kinda hate how, like, elementally varied Dragon types can be, but we'll get a strong Ground type move eventually. So we don't have to just keep relying on Ice type moves, and Lyra, for the love of God, please go away. Alright, I don't think there are any more required trainers, so if we could just surf across right now. Though I have a sick feeling that I'm not going to be able to access the den quite yet. We can't go that way. We can go around here, though. Yeah, I'll be right back. Real quickly before we head back, though, there was this item I saw over here. And it's a Calcium that raises... I'm pretty sure that raises special attack. And if that's the case, I know exactly who I want to put that on. Yeah, it raises special attack. Let's give that over to Rock. Alright, I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, now that we have Whirlpool to us, I guess we could have also fought the trainers that were in here. I'll fight them off screen. But now that we have Whirlpool on us, we can actually go across these Whirlpools. We also saw some of these east of Swinub City, but we'll be going to that area at a much later point, so we'll deal with it then. But for now, we can surf on over into here. Hello. Good to see you. No need to explain why you came. Claire sent you here, didn't she? That girl's a handful. I'm sorry, but I must test you. Not to worry, you are to only answer a few questions. Ready? What are Pokemon to you? They're friends to me. I understand. What helps you win battles? Mostly strategy. What kind of trainer do you wish to battle? Anyone, really. What's the most important for raising Pokemon? For me, it's mostly knowledge, honestly. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon, which is important? Neither. They're both kind of useful. Very commendable. That conviction is what is important. P-Freak, don't lose that belief. It will see you through at the Pokemon League. So, did I pass, or what's up? Hi, Claire. So, how'd it go? I guess there's no point in asking. You did fail. What? You passed? That can't be. Oh, shove it up your ass, Claire. You're lying. Even I haven't been approved. Claire, this child is impeccable in skill and spirit. Admit defeat and confer the Rising Badge. Or must I inform Lance about this? Oh, somebody's gonna get in trouble? I understand. Here, this is the Rising Badge. Hurry up, take it. God, you're like more immature than Whitney, I swear. No, you two are probably like best friends in your immaturity. Rising Badge will enable your Pokemon to use the move for climbing waterfalls. Also, all Pokemon will know you as a trainer and obey your every command without question. Yay! Claire, reflect upon what it is that you lack in this child house. Jeez. By the way, have you heard of Lugia? It is a Pokemon said to have lived around the world as once. Never mind. Just mad words of the old. Lugia, interesting. Fun little fact, actually, if you leave and go right back in and talk to the guys again. By the way, is it not here? Okay, so I guess it's not here. I guess you have to like actually leave the entire cave or something. Point is that through like leaving and coming back or something like that, you will actually be able to get a Dratini just given to you. Dratini is a dragon type that eventually evolves into a Dragon Knight. We saw Dragon Knight, it was the Pokemon that Lance used in the battle against the Grunt and Ariana back in the Team Rocket hideout in Mahogany Town. So it's a pretty good Pokemon, it takes a while for it to train, so... But with that all said and done, I'd say this is a good place for us to stop finally. We got our final party member, had him fully evolve into a Mamoswine, and we also got our final gym badge after Claire decided not to admit defeat like the whiny little brat she is. If you like what I do, subscribe to my channel, consider supporting me on Patreon, and follow me on social media links. All that will be in the description. Next time, I guess it's time for us to head over to the Pokemon League. I'll see you all then.